So the game's gone into maintenance mode. It can only mean one thing. Yes, it's Arcfall. I'm Admiral Pegasus, and this is Symbio's Part 1 Patch Notes. Hi guys, and welcome into the channel. Now for some reason the announcement I actually dropped with the normal background, so we're actually going through the Star Trek the Fleet Command website, the web store, to actually get these patch notes. But anyway, here it is, Symbiosis Part 1. Part 1, we know what that means. That's going to be a multi-month. Now, is it going to be a 2-month, 3-month, or is this going to take us to New Year? Well, unfortunately, I don't have the information, and RevJuice can't reveal it neither, or DJ, so we don't know. So let's have a look what we've actually got contained within today's patch notes. So, looks like we're going to have a new Trill officer coming into the game. You can tell by Trill by the forehead, and I think she's got a piercing in by the looks of it. But, this looks rather interesting. Now, we all know that we're going to get a new fleet commander this month because that's already been publicly announced. I haven't done a video on it because I really did not know how to actually do a video without whinging and moaning about one of his abilities being a massive power creep, and it basically is really opening that gap between those who are prepared to spend for PvP and those who are free to play at PvP. So, but anyway, so let's get into the information. So something strange is happening to the universe. In fact, something strange is happening to all the universes. An unknown force is causing the dimensions of the multiverse to collide and merge. Reality appears to be in flux. Oh, great. So basically, it looks like it's just going to be a continuation of the mirror universe sort of thing. For most of the denizens of the multiverse, these changes are imperceptible. Sorry, I'm going to make sure I understand the word correctly. However, for others, the dimensional sensitivity, this universal flux is pressing on their awareness. One such sensitivity is the Trill, was that mass raid veil? Okay, yeah, I'm sure everyone else got the information, knows how to pronounce that. I'm thick. Leader of a small, diverse rogue outfit of the treasurer hunters operating in the edges of the law. The reason for Valley's sensitivity is that the symbiote within her is from the mirror universe. Okay, so we've got definitely a hint for the mirror universe there, haven't we? It soon becomes apparent that if anyone has a chance of stopping this cataclysmic collision of dimensions, Vale and her crew, with a little help from you and Maya themselves, no strangers to crossing realities. Events will become more critical when the apparent cause of the imminent multiverse catastrophe is revealed to be reintegrated and insanely methodic. Yeah, I'm not even getting my words out right. Gabriel Lorca. Gabriel Lorca profoundly changed by his dispersion across the mycelial network. Now, that's actually good. They've actually picked up on that particular little aspect. I will just quickly mention this, because obviously, as we know from Discovery Season 1, whether you like it or you loathe it, Lorca was obviously killed by the sword of Empress Georgiou in the Terran universe, and he was kicked out of the little slot in the floor of the Charon, which drops into the big core, the mycelial network, and he was pulled apart, disintegrated. So they're actually now saying he was just spread across the multiverse. So not a bad bit of Star Trek twist in there. So, but we all know he died, but hey-ho, they've got to do something to do it, haven't they? So it's inevitable. There's an inevitable battle, but it's not always a Star Trek fleet captain who saves the universe. So, what we're going to be getting then? So, we're going to be getting the new fleet commander of Gabriel Lorca, a new building, G6 Solar Armadas. So that's good. We're actually getting the G6 Solar Armadas coming in. It's not Armadas, but it's But then again, I suppose they couldn't do normal armadas at current because there's still not enough G6 players in the game. New artifacts, forbidden take, new officers, missions, cosmetics, and the usual things. Obviously, Bexter's released a video as normal. I've not even watched that one yet. I'll watch that after my meeting because I've got a meeting in around about 40 minutes. So let's get cracking on. So Baldur's Gate event alongside Symbiosis art content. A new meta is launching to assist players in the Star Trek Command universe. So to learn more, go there. So let's have a quick look at that one. And apparently we're not allowed to view it yet. So yeah, I'll do a separate video on that one tonight. So there's going to be field training updates. So there are a few new field trainings available. Not only are there field trainings to incorporate additional rewards in the game, but the following quality of life improvements have been made. So all new field trainings incorporate more informative descriptions tied to their features included. Claim more functionality for all the completed objectives, with the exceptions of those marked as progress to claim. So basically, if you've got the last 3 done already on your field training, but yet you've got the one before that still saying progress to claim, yeah, you ain't going to get those last 3. But anything before that, you will do. Claim more functionality for completed milestones. Okay. Retroactive completion of several field training objectives, missions, buildings, research, ship construction, etc. So that will probably help those that are actually already quite far into the game and got these current blocks to their progression within the field training. So it's nice they finally actually dealt with that. Auto completion of all new field trainings if the players fit with the operations level within the operations level range. For example, if a field training is meant for a player between Ops 15 and 20, there's going to be an auto completed for any players above that. So for me being 52, anything below 52 will be automatically completed for me, which is brilliant because it saves me doing anything and I get the rewards for free. So, and then obviously filtering of all completed field trainings in the completed field trainings category, introduction of the new field trainings on a per ops basis. So you get the new ones as you actually progress through the game for new players. So Fleet Commander update then. So obviously we're going to have Gabriel Lorca coming in. We all have seen the videos showing off what he can do. So as previously mentioned, Gabriel Lorca is joining the Admiralty. Oh, there we go. Unlock at level 5 is ability to provide massive damage buff for all fleet ships, but the cooldown in between the active time can be decreased through Fleet Commander upgrades. So basically it's going to come out, it's going to have this timer on it to cool down, but you can get that reduced as you upgrade other abilities. So in addition, a new slot for Fleet Commanders, or in addition to a new slot for Fleet Commanders, there will be now a new icon with an active ability button. So that's obviously going to be like for Lorca. So guessing the future is with the Fleet Commanders now, we're going to be getting this active ability. That's just a theory, but you tell me how that sounds. Is it sound theory for future Fleet Commanders? But this button will be used to activate the buff and will also incorporate the cooldown timer for when the ability can be used again. So obviously you'll be able to use the ability, but you'll only be able to use it for a certain amount of time. Whether ships have got to be docked or not, I do not know. For it to be activated. Once the button is activated, animation will be played across all ships at the bottom of the dock, showing the ability is active for all ships. So kind of sounds like that. No, it does not need to be docked, but that's something that we'll find out as we progress through the game. Note this ability will only work if the relevant fleet commander is slotted in the first slot. So with the fleet commanders, obviously you got all your lines. It's got to be this very first one above my head, which is not there, obviously. So it's got to be that very first one that you've got to slot it in. While not available day 1 of the arc, sourcing will be made available for Lorca, and the team is looking into sourcing the previously fleet commanders. So yes, this is going to be pure spend your money to get him. So if you want him day one, go out and buy him. Otherwise, those who are light spenders and free to play, you will have to wait. Will there be any shards through the month? By the sounds of this, no, there's going to be no shards through the month because they've not actively sorted out how he's going to be sourced. But it sounds like they're going to have something ready by the end of this month. So hopefully by Christmas, you're going to be able to source him. Hopefully, touch wood. Yes, this is a wooden table. So touch wood, cross fingers, we might have him by New Year as a free-to-play. But that being said, I cannot guarantee that. So next up is a new building. It's a Nova Squadron building. For those of you who remember Nova Squadron, Nova was from Deep Space Nine. No, hang on. That was Red Squad. Nova Squadron was from the Next Generation. It was the 5 cadets who were in a court-martial over the death of one of their colleagues while they were in a training mission in orbit of one of Jupiter's moons, where the crew of the Enterprise learned that they were actually trying to do that starburst maneuver, something that had been outlawed in the Academy because of its ability to kill everybody in the squad. And they were lucky that only one person actually died from it. So, and obviously that was Nick Locarno, who was the leader, obviously played by Robert McDuncan, who later went on to play Tom Paris in Voyager. So, yep, bit of Star Trek knowledge here. Always going to throw some of that in if I can somewhere. But anyway, so Ops 13 above, we're going to get this new building, and it's going to give you exclusive new research. No, oh my god. Oh my god. More research. I'm struggling to get up to date with the research I've got. Focusing on empowering status effects such as burning morale and hull breach. In addition, the building provides the following buffs: ship hull health, shield health, damage, and the cost efficiency to the following buildings: the facade, the court of Q, command center, subspace relay, and the holodeck. So realistically, is this going to be a building that you're going to want to chase? It's up to you. I mean, the cost efficiencies for the other buildings is great. Shield health increase, great. Damage increase, great. But again, it's just more power creep. Nothing to actually, plateau things out. It's more just doing that. So, but anyway, so these buffs are provided on the building construction and will improve as the building is upgraded, which can be done by using Starfleet Honors, another currency, which will be available by a daily gift. The focus on status effects will allow players to think through more strategy, as these improve the status effects, added a whole new layer of combat and are directly tied to the activities you are already doing daily. We look forward to seeing how you all rethink your battle strategies while crewing. So, just saying, obviously they're not doing enough of this. This is actually doing this a little bit more rather than that. But it's sort of like probably doing it that way, at an angle. So, G6 Solo Armadas, thank you, are coming for Ops 61 and above. And obviously they will be able to be found in the G6 hazard systems. So, by the looks of this, these are going to be faction based, looking at that, because that's obviously a Romulan facility, and that actually looks a little bit, that's a new design. That's not one of the older designs. That is actually a brand new design. So great to see that one then. But as you can see, you've got the Minerva, the D'Deridex, and the Volox in there. So that's all Romulan on that one. Players will be able to earn the following rewards from these armadas. So you got faction credits, refined materials, refined ship parts, Sigma resources to speed up solo armada directives, hazard particles, and galactic acclaim, which is going to be a great new thing. So you're going to have the new directives for it. Solo armada directives used to launch attacks against uncommon galactic solo armada targets. So they're going to be called the galactic solo armadas. So that's going to be handy, and obviously there's going to be the uncommons, rares, and epics accordingly. In addition, players will also see 15 new nodes added to the hazard section of the G6 combat research tree in this update. These nodes will require rare hazard particles, which will be elsewhere through the solar armadas. Each node contains time efficiency for buildings, research and ship repairs, officer attack, defense and health, hazard resistance for the rare survey ships, and more G6 specific combat buffs. Nice. Making those G6 ships a lot stronger. Artifacts coming out. So we've got an epic here. It just says epic. Nothing there to tell us what it is. But it's a tricorder. So yeah. Ability is going to be Galvin, increasing isolated damage by up to 60%. And classic tricorder increases G4 to G6 materials and resources of cost efficiency for buildings by up to 250%. So that's a nice little buff there. Then you can have a rare phaser pistol. Classic phaser increasing apex barrier by 1000 where the target has burning. Sarik's Vulcan necklace increases apex barrier when having morale, and Giorgio's sword increasing while you have hull breach. So yeah, there you go. So that's going to be nice. So it's going to be using those states. And then there's Geordie's visor, which is going to provide an increase to cargo for all ships by 200%, increasing building construction speed by 200%. So nice little boost there. Increasing research cost efficiency for several research nodes: Cerritos, Defiant, Mantis, Monavie, and Titus. So anything in basically in your Starship's research tree there for that one. And then obviously you've got the Forbidden Technology, which is the Quantum Slipstream. So what's this going to provide us? This is going to provide a warp range buff of by 15%. So that's nice, having that little warp range buff there. Increases critical hit chance by 20%. Decreases opponent shield mitigation every round by 25%. Ooh, so that's an officer ability. That's is that Strange New Worlds Pike officer's ability, captain's ability. So that sounds good. And then increasing your shield health by 4000%. So yeah, this really does look like a bit of a power creep month this month. So the new officers. So you're going to have Dolash Tolara. So these are going to be new officers. And this one's going to be your epic this month. And its captain's maneuver is a safecracker, increasing loot. So basically another Picard, but she's going to she's got the potential to increase your loot by 140% with synergy. Obviously starting at 60% as your base. Also ability no lock doors, increasing base weapons shots by 100% for 2 rounds against armadas and invaded entities. So this one's going to be aimed at the last month's content, the invasion, Saris's invasion. So when it comes, obviously have this officer ability and increasing your shots by 100%. But I'm guessing that's going to be level 5 because obviously they've got all the figures here starting at 30%, topping out at 100%. So increasing your shot, doubling your shots. Yeah, I'd definitely take that. And then rare Tolly. So 2 completely new officers, and these are completely made up. Officer abilities, the Looking Glass lowers all Armada and invading entities mitigation by X% of officers' defense. Okay, fair dues. And then below deck, increasing warp speed. So that's like a Mars O'Brien below deck ability. But again, that's going to increase your warp speed by a drastic amount at tier 5 of 1500%. That's bloody fast. So there's also going to be the promo codes as well as normal. 2 new pro codes available day 1. Available 30 minutes after event reset. So please be aware of that one. And it will only be active until the 10th of September. So make sure you get it in there. Now, for the low-level players, you are being given... this is the code you're being given. Rogue is going to give you 5 shards of Epic Tali shards and some Syndicate points. So, using the code there, Rogue. And then for 30+, using the one Renegade, you're going to get Tali Shards and Nova Squadron fleet on Starfleet Honors. I'd rather have the Syndicate, to be perfectly honest. I would rather have the Syndicate. But, hey-ho, it is what it is. Then, obviously, you got your normal missions as well, so I'm not going to cover them. Battle Pass and cosmetics coming, and then a pile of improvements. So that's what we're getting this month. G6 definitely got some content there for you with the new Solo Armada, so have fun cracking on with that one. The new building, yeah, okay. It doesn't sound very impressive to me, but I'll reserve judgment to see what happens with that one. I'm going to be guessing that's going to become available after event reset, so watch out for that one. I'm sure that's not going to be locked behind anything. Obviously, the new Fleet Commander, again, just as a reminder, it is paywalled until the end of the month at the very earliest. Hopefully, next month in October, we will start getting some free-to-play sourcing put into the game, but hopefully we'll have an announcement at some point during this month. But anyway, there we go. That's it. Symbiosis this month. It looks like it's going to be a multi-month. How long? Again, we do not know, because obviously Scopely do not like to tell us these little things. They don't like us to actually do that kind of planning in the game. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you looking forward to this? Or do you think this could be, yeah, okay, whatever. But anyway, I'm Admiral Pegasus. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on the next one. Goodbye.